So when somebody signs up to foster, once their application is approved, they get the link to our Trello so they can go ahead and see who's available for fostering, and any other questions they might have can be answered on here. We have our information board just has what foster programs we offer, our short and long-term fosters, and it'll have more information on each one here. So you can see for the dogs, which programs we offer, and for the cats, which ones we offer. And then different scores. So on each animal's card, it will have their scores on how they do. So for dogs, it'll say if they have a dog score of 1, they like to be alone. They don't do well with other dogs, and so forth. Same with cats and kids. And then we have their energy level. So if we know a dog is a high energy dog, we'll go ahead and put that on there too. So we don't set them up with a foster who's not looking for that type of activity level. And then we have other labels such as if they're depressed in the shelter, if they're heartworm positive, if they're urgent, special needs, things like that. And then same for the cat scores. They're similar. They're exactly the same as the dogs, as far as 1 through 5. And then we have our event board. So we'll put any upcoming events. Yesterday we had our Barktoberfest. So when those are over, you just archive them. If you ever need to find them again, you always can. So that's cool. It's not deleted forever. And then our boards for our dogs will have a picture. You click on Scrappy Doo's picture and you can see his labels. He's urgent, medical needs, and then these are the programs he's available for. Oh, and that still has his old name on it. He's been in the shelter a long time, so we changed his name recently. A little bit about him. And he recently had surgery, so that's why he's urgent in medical needs, that he needs a medical foster that can keep him on strict kennel rest. And then all about him. He's a neutered male, how much he weighs, if he does good with cats and dogs. There will be more photos down here of each animal. And then if you are interested in fostering Scrappy, you click on this link and it takes you right to our Calendly app, if it'll load. But it brings you to our calendar and you can go ahead and pick a day or time. Hang on 1 second.
No worries. So they can pick a day or time to like make an appointment to come get the dog.
Say that again.
Oh, sorry. So on Calendly, they can make an appointment to come get the dog to do the pickup. Oh no.
Sorry, I have to move. I cannot hear you.
Oh, no worries.
I'm home today and I don't know why my internet is horrible.
No worries. So yeah, Calendly is where they can come and make an appointment so they can come pick up the dog.
Yeah. So they can go ahead and put themselves on the calendar if they need to reschedule that or cancel it at any time they can. So then, yeah, you have all of our dogs. Each dog has the link, so you can easily just schedule. And it doesn't mean they have to take that dog, but they can schedule an appointment to come and meet the dog. And if it doesn't work out, they can choose from anybody else that's on our Trello.
Oh, that's cool.
And then here's all the cats. Same things for them. If you pick anything about them, we have little Minnie. She's special needs. She's got she has megacolon, so she's just on a special diet.
Mm-hmm.
And then all about her, extra photos of her. And then if we have any other animals, rabbits, guinea pigs, anything like that, they'll go on our other section.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a babysitter section. So if somebody's going out of town, they can go ahead and move their dog or cat's kennel card over to here, and somebody can offer to babysit for whatever they want to edit the bio to say. So they're going out of town for a weekend or a week or whatever. And then we have the animals, once they go into foster, we move them over to these rows. So these are the ones in foster. And then in foster other, and then our foster to adopts. These are typically animals that are not yet fixed, or they're going through heartworm treatment or whatever it may be, why they're not finalized for adoption yet. But it's super user friendly. You can download the app on your phone or you can pull it up on your computer too. But yeah, I love it. And then we also have a Trello. Oh, I don't know how to look at a different screen here, but you can do a Trello board. Like I have one that's my to-do list. So I have just everything that I need to do for the day and anything I need to catch up on or send an email for so-and-so. So I really love Trello.
Awesome. So you guys have a ton of information on here. How do you, who is the person who makes the scores and puts the information up? And also, how do you keep the Trello updated? Do you have like volunteers, or do you do it yourself? Or, maybe tell us a little bit about the logistics there.
Yeah, so we have foster volunteer opportunities, and one of them is our foster assistant. So I have a particular foster assistant that updates the Trello and a couple other things every day. So she'll go through, we use Shelter Love, she'll go through Shelter Love and just make sure everything's current. And if anybody's status has changed, she'll update everything. But if she can't do it, then usually I do it. But yeah.
Cool. And then the information on, say, like dog to dog stuff, are you making those calls, or is there like a behavior person that's doing it? Or
that's usually in Shelter Love from when they are first intaken. So they're intaken, and those notes will be in Shelter Love if they are, not to go to a home with kids under the age of 8 or 12 or whatever, or if we know that they don't do well with other dogs. But otherwise, we'll also leave some of them as zeros because we don't know. And so that's in the dog scores too. It'll say zeros as we're not sure yet. So
Julie, Lonnie, you had a question. Did you want to ask?
Yeah, Lisa, I think I might have missed it. Is there information as how long the dog has been in the shelter or with the foster, or the cat for that matter?
No, we don't have on there how long they've been in the shelter. Sometimes we'll list them as urgent and put that in their bio here.
Okay.
But we don't have a date as for when they came in originally. No.
Okay. I think sometimes people use the length as urgency, like the dog has been here for too long. So, we want, these are priority dogs that need to go out,
Yeah.
or whatever.
And I'll usually move those dogs too. Like if I notice that some of our urgent dogs are way down here, I'll move them up to the top of the list too.
Okay.
And then each card also has I don't know who is heartworm positive right now. Stop. Sorry, I'm at home with my children. So if they're heartworm positive, it'll also have more about heartworms, what they should know about heartworms, how important it is to not go on a jog with a heartworm positive dog, and just so they're prepared to take that on. And same with ringworm. And
oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like how it is in a card like that.
Yeah.
Sherry, you have a question? Do you want to ask it for us?
Hi, I was just wondering, in terms of keeping Trello updated I was just wondering like how high maintenance that is.
It's not. I mean, we don't have a huge shelter either, so that helps. I mean, our capacity is normally less than 100 dogs for sure.
Okay.
So I mean, if she keeps up with it every day, it's not hard at all. If it's not updated for a couple of days to a week, then it's going to take a long time to update.
Okay. And how did you train your volunteer, and how did you find your volunteer to help with it?
She's been with us for a while, and we came up with the volunteer opportunities, volunteer or foster assistant, foster marketing help, and photographer assistant and stuff like that. And she offered because she used to do it when she worked at the Humane Society in San Diego, and she just really loves it. And she's a stay-at-home mom, so it gives her something to do.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sierra wanted to know if you could share the link for your board.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do we have other questions?
Oh, and also The fosters are encouraged to update and add photos. So like this one here is from the foster, same as this one. Miles just went to foster a couple days ago, and she updated with some photos of him out at the beach and in his kennel. And then she wrote a little update on him and just what she's found out so far. So when our foster assistant sees that, she adds that into Shelter Love in our memos section as well. So we can help better his bios and stuff.
Alicia, I have a question. Since you mentioned about things that the foster can do with the dog, would then change the score? I mean, if it's like the more you find out, like the score that you gave them at the very beginning, once you
Yeah.
find out more about the foster, does that get changed too?
Yeah, absolutely. Like Chief here, we had him as no cats because he went to foster with one person and she said he chased the cats too much, and so she returned him. So we kind of went off what she said and said he would be better in a no cat home. And then so yeah, that needs to be changed. Actually, he went to a new foster recently and she has 3 cats and he's great with them, so we went ahead and changed his score. And if we have them as low energy and then they go to foster and they tell us, no, they're absolutely a high energy animal, we'll change that. Or they can go in and change it too. They are absolutely welcome to edit anything in their foster's card.
In addition to the Trello board, do you use any other methods of foster pleas? Like say in special circumstances with certain pets or during emergencies?
Typically just text blast, email blast, Facebook postings.
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. I had one other question. Does anybody have any other questions? So, yeah, I don't think I have any others. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I
And
thought
this
I
is
did.
public too, so people can find our board and look at it from wherever. And if they sign up to foster and we see that they're not in the database, they're not a foster, we'll just quickly send them our application to fill it out real fast, but keep them on the calendar to go ahead and pick up an animal and get started in the process.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. If we're doing public pleas, I would, always say to separate your marketing and adoption counseling. However, this type of plea is only internal and it's only to the people who are on your foster list and people who are likely looking for a foster pet among yours. So the rules are a little bit, it's a little bit different. You do, I think, have including information like whether, what about their history with cats or how they have done with dogs in the shelter or in a home before is important here.
Yeah, this is not the stuff we put on. I mean, like their bio information, like they're friendly, they're adventurous, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But as far as like they have killed a cat in the past, because like cat score #1 means that they have either killed or seriously injured another animal. So that's not something we'll put up on our website.
That makes total sense. Thank you. So in your Calendly, is there anything that you ask in when they go on your Calendly other than like appointment time? Like, do they?
Okay, so here they can go ahead and schedule a pickup, and there's usually time slots here, so they can pick. Right now, there's only one available for that day, but that's pretty much it. They'll click confirm, and it'll just ask who they are, email, which animal they want to meet with, and sometimes they'll put multiple names, and that's fine. And then what supplies they'll need. Some people need everything. Some people just need, some food to get started. And then if they already have a folder, if they're a reoccurring foster, I'm not going to give them a new folder each time with our handbook and stuff in it. But if they need a new one, then we'll give them a new one. And just to verify they've done an orientation. If they have not, then I send them a quick link so that they can do that before they pick up.
Oh, cool. What is the difference between the colors of foster folders?
Orange is for dogs, purple is cats, yellow is neonates.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome. Anyone else have a question for Allie? Thank you so much, Allie. It was really, really helpful.